hangar in Lancaster, California, I'm Jacobo.
And I'm Ryan.
On this episode of L28 News, the grand opening of the United Soccer League's front office on Lancaster Boulevard, Hyundai Motors holds an anti-theft conference at the AV Fairgrounds, El Dorado Park gets a new name, and we take a look at Charles Brown's performance of Smokey and Me at the LPAC.
Followed by a visit to Boss Chic Coffee Bar and Boutique, coverage of Tom Lackey's 34th District Student Art Competition, the Museum of Art and History's sensory-friendly programming, and a look at the team of illegal dump eliminators' extensive service in the month of December.
The Antelope Valley witnessed a historic moment on Friday, January 19th with the grand opening of the new AV United Soccer League office, now located along the bustling Lancaster Boulevard. The grand opening marking a significant step towards transforming our city into a future hub for professional soccer, ignited excitement amongst residents and enthusiasts alike. The grand opening of the USL office comes hot off the heels of a recent announcement that a collaboration between the City of Lancaster, the United Soccer League, and the Antelope Valley Soccer Inc. will bring both men's and women's professional soccer to the Antelope Valley area. The team's new home will be the newly converted Hangar Stadium, which once served as home field for the minor league baseball Jethawks team that has since dissolved. Once the transformation is completed in early 2025, it will stand tall as a state-of-the-art 5,300-seat professional soccer complex. Notably, it is only the fourth soccer-specific stadium in Southern California, adding to the region's growing sports infrastructure. The grand opening ceremony drew a diverse crowd of soccer aficionados, local officials, and community leaders, all united in their anticipation of the future of soccer in the AV. The new USL office symbolizes the region's passion for the beautiful game and its commitment to fostering talent, promoting sportsmanship, and uniting communities through the sport. During the event, L28 spoke with AV Chamber Commerce CEO Vicky Ventura, who opened up about the impact this organization will have not only here in Lancaster, but the entire Antelope Valley. Let's hear what she had to say.
We're so excited for the USL to come to the Antelope Valley. It's going to unite both cities, City of Palmdale, Lancaster. The Antelope Valley is going to thrive in economic growth. It's going to be a domino effect for the restaurant, the hotels, for small business. We're very excited that they came to the Antelope Valley. Thank you, John and Panchito. We love ya.
As the excitement builds and preparations for the inaugural season unfold, the grand opening of the USL office marks the beginning of a new era for soccer here in the AV, a future filled with passion, pride, and unparalleled experiences for generations to come. To stay up to date with all the latest news here in the city, be sure to stay tuned to L28 News.
Great report, Jacobo, and the opening of this office just further signals that, that professional soccer scene is almost here in the AV.
It's coming, and I think it's here to stay because they recently put on a promotional event at Doncel's, and the energy, people were just like happy and excited to be there, and I can't wait for a game.
No, you're 100% right. I mean, you definitely feel a lot of anticipation from the public, a lot of excitement, and I just love that the city is renovating this, what used to be the Jethawks baseball stadium, and using this space for, a new venture that's going to bring, more economic funds into our town and, promote professional soccer for fans and families all around.
I totally agree because we have this, state-of-the-art facility. Why not, give it a little love and revamp it? Let's go full forward with soccer now.
You said it. Over the weekend of January 26th through the 28th, Hyundai Motor America, in collaboration with the LA County Sheriff Department and Lancaster Police Department, hosted a significant anti-theft installation event at the AV Fairgrounds here in Lancaster. Aimed at combating a surge in vehicle thefts, particularly those targeting certain Hyundai models without push-button ignitions, this initiative provided Hyundai vehicle owners with a free anti-theft software update designed to thwart thieves. This event was part of a broader effort by Hyundai to enhance the security of its vehicles amidst growing concerns over theft methods popularized on social media platforms in recent years. To learn more about this free resource for Hyundai drivers, let's hear more from Vice President of Hyundai Motors USA, Dave Vanderland from the Antelope Valley Fairgrounds.
We're here at the Antelope Valley Fairgrounds and Event Center to do an important software immobilizer update to 2011 to 2021 Hyundai vehicles that have blade-type ignitions. We'll be here on Friday from 8 to 5, Saturday from 8 to 5, and Sunday from 8 to 2. There's no appointment necessary. We promise to have you in and out within about a half an hour for a software update. We've got a beautiful tent here with heat, customer lounge with couches, snacks, coffee machines, and television. So we promise to make it very easy for you.
The event underscored Hyundai's commitment to customer safety and vehicle security by deploying specially trained mobile service technicians to perform these updates. This initiative also highlighted Hyundai's partnership with local law enforcement and city officials, including notable figures like Captain Paul Bartlett of the Lancaster Sheriff Station, Lancaster Mayor R.X. Paris, and Chief Rod Armelin of the Lancaster Police Department. Hyundai ensured inclusivity by providing Spanish-speaking representatives to cater to the local Spanish-speaking population, reflecting the company's dedication to serving and protecting the diverse communities affected by these vehicle thefts. For further details about Hyundai's anti-theft initiatives and future events, visit their website at hyundaiantitheft.com.
Great report, Ryan. I know you touched a little bit on the inception of like how the Hyundai theft thing kind of started, but for our viewers who don't really know too much about it, can you kind of elaborate a little bit more?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this really started primarily on TikTok in 2021. There was a major trend of a group of young youths who kind of got together and found this kind of flaw in Hyundai security and was really capitalizing on that and kind of spreading a lot of viral videos on how to break into Hyundai model vehicles. This was to the detriment of a lot of Hyundai drivers, and I really am happy that Hyundai partnered with local law enforcement and is responding to a lot of that viral Hyundai thefts that we saw on platforms like TikTok with this free resource.
Well, I have one thing to say. If this story teaches you anything, you can't follow all the trends you see on TikTok.
I agree. Don't go anywhere. When we return from the break, the team catches up with Tony-nominated Broadway performer Charles Brown for his Smokey and Me performance at the Lancaster Performing Arts Center. Afterwards, we bring you coverage of a local park with plans to not only be renovated, but to also receive a name change.
Welcome back to L28 News. Next up, the team heads to the LPAC to catch up with the star of Smokey and Me, Charles Brown. Afterwards, we take a look at the upcoming transformation of El Dorado Park. On January 27th, the Lancaster Performing Arts Center hosted a one-night-only event that brought music history to life. Smokey and Me, a celebration of Smokey Robinson, featured the acclaimed Broadway talent, Charles Brown, who has previously earned a Tony nomination for his portrayal of the legendary Smokey Robinson in Motown, the musical. This special performance at the LPAC celebrated the illustrious career and music of Smokey Robinson, a figure synonymous with the Motown sound that has captivated audience for over 6 decades. Charles Brown's performance was a trip down memory lane, revisiting classics like My Girl, You've Really Got a Hold on Me, and I Second That Emotion, amongst others. Accompanied by a live band, Brown's rendition of Robinson's hits offered a unique blend of nostalgia and live musical energy. The show not only highlighted Smokey Robinson's greatest hits, but also delved into the fascinating story of how Brown, through his Broadway role, became intertwined with Robinson's legacy. In an exclusive interview with L28 News, Charles Brown shared insights into his journey in the performing arts and the profound impact of playing Smokey Robinson. Brown described the unique challenge and privilege of bringing Smokey's music to life on the stage and more. Let's see what he had to say.
Well, I got started in the arts singing in church. I grew up in San Diego in Linda Vista Second Baptist Church, and my mom and my grandma put me in the choir because I had a natural talent for singing, and I've been singing ever since. But then in the 8th grade, I finally got admitted after 4 years of waiting into the San Diego School of Creative and Performing Arts, and that's where I got bit by the theater bug, and I'm still suffering the symptoms. To take on and embody a role of a living legend like Smokey Robinson was quite the undertaking. I had to do a lot of research because he has a very unique sound that people know, and he also has a very unique look and way of moving, so I had to practice all those things. Luckily, we live in the day and age where we have YouTube, so I could go back and do a lot of research with the visuals and his mode of speaking. I had to get that right too. So I did all that I could. I used all the tools that were available to me to make sure that I got it just right because I couldn't let people down. Doing Motown the Musical on Broadway was a dream come true, and then being nominated for a Tony Award was the cherry on top of all of that. I had no idea that was coming. I was just happy to be doing my third Broadway show. I made my Broadway debut in Sister Act, and then I got to do Jersey Boys on Broadway, and then I got the role of Smokey Robinson in Motown the Musical, and I thought that would be great, and I thought getting nominated for a Tony would be great, but then they called me to open Motown the Musical on the West End in London, and that was beyond my wildest dreams. Music really inspires me, and that's why I really like Smokey Robinson, because I'm really into words and into poetry and song coupling together with the poetry. And Smokey Robinson has been known as one of the greatest living poets of all time because of the way that he writes songs. So that's really what keeps me moving, because I find a lot of meaning in music, and even in my lowest points, I can find a song that will pick me up. And in my happiest times, I find songs that I can celebrate with. The best advice I can give young artists is to A, keep working. You're never done learning and you're never done working, but also just be a nice person. I've seen so many people's careers go by the wayside because people didn't want to work with them again. And I've also seen people get jobs, including myself, just because people wanted to work with them. So I say just be as humble as you can be and always be the best that you can be at whatever job you're given to do, even if it's in the ensemble. I started in the ensemble on Broadway and made it all the way to being a lead. So you never know what's right around the corner. Yes, you can follow me on Facebook, Charles Brown, and also on Instagram at Brown Charles. And also I have a singing group called the Doo-Wop Project, who has played Lancaster Performing Arts Center before, and you can find us at thedooWopProject.com.
The success of Smokey and Me at the LPAC is proof of the enduring appeal of Smokey Robinson's music and his significance as a cultural icon. The performance was more than a musical tribute, it was a celebration of a musical era that continues to influence artists and entertain audiences across the globe. Charles Brown's portrayal of Smokey Robinson, backed by his Broadway experience and personal admiration for Robinson, offered a memorable night that resonated with fans of all ages, ensuring that the legacy of Smokey will continue to thrive for generations to come. For more information about upcoming performances at the LPAC just like this one, visit their website, lpac.org, or scan the QR code shown on screen.
Smokey Robinson, I mean, an awesome classic artist, a lot of those soulful hits. I know you're a big fan of like soulful Motown music as well. How did you feel about this performance and just maybe a nod to this era?
You know, I kind of like what you said, a nod to the era, because Motown music kind of resonates with not only me, but I feel like a lot of people, right? Like oldies and stuff, that nostalgia, every time you put it on the radio, it just hits different. So I think this performance kind of brought a lot of light to maybe people who don't know Motown music, you know, like the younger generation. So I think it was really cool to see it right here at the LPAC.
That's a great point. Yeah, I mean, there's probably generations who haven't been exposed to that music, and what better way than to see it performed by a Tony-nominated star right here in Lancaster. El Dorado Park, a cherished recreational space here in Lancaster, may soon undergo a renaming, a testament to a Christian nonprofit organization's pivotal role during the COVID-19 pandemic. The proposed name, Samaritan's Purse Park, is in recognition of Samaritan's Purse Church, led by Reverend Franklin Graham, who established a month-long field hospital at Antelope Valley Medical Center from January 2021 to February 2021, offering critical support amidst the pandemic's peak. The hospital, comprising 52 beds across 6 tents, provided essential care to 167 COVID patients, alleviating strain on the medical center and its staff. Proposed by Lancaster Baptist Church pastor Paul Chappell, the renaming initiative seeks to honor the organization's profound impact. Chappell emphasized Samaritan Purse's life-saving contributions, emphasizing their global efforts and the significant assistance rendered to local Lancaster and Palmdale communities. The proposal will be deliberated by the Lancaster City Council during an upcoming meeting. The park, adjacent to El Dorado Elementary School, is one of 3 former Los Angeles County parks that were originally provided to the city of Lancaster when it incorporated back in 1977. The potential renaming coincides with ongoing efforts to enhance El Dorado Park's amenities. The city aims to secure a portion of $23.7 million in grant funding for park improvements, including renovating the walking trails and fitness equipment. Notably, the city previously secured an $8.5 million grant from Prop 68, known for its various enhancements such as a new community center, half-court basketball court, and picnic shelters. As Lancaster contemplates the park's new identity, the proposed name change symbolizes the life-saving efforts displayed by Samaritan's Purse's humanitarian efforts and acknowledges their enduring legacy of service. If approved, Samaritan's Purse Park would stand as a testament to unity, resilience, and compassion, reflecting the shared values of the community and the organization's unwavering commitment to aid and healing, both locally and globally. To stay up to date with upcoming public space transformations happening all around the city, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel at City of Lancaster, California. When we return from the break, L28 News will be covering Lancaster's iconic Pink House, the Boss Chic coffee bar and boutique that has more than just gourmet coffee to offer its guests. Afterwards, we head to the MOAH Cedar for Tom Lackey's 34th District Student Art Competition, where we catch up with some of the contestants and winners.
Thank you for tuning in to L28 News. Next, the team will be paying a visit to one of the most unique establishments here in the city, Boss Chic Coffee Bar and Boutique, followed by Assemblyman Tom Lackey at the MOAH Cedar Hall, who along with some of the contestants, shares a few words with viewers about the 34th District Student Art Competition. Amidst the bustling streets of Lancaster, a new beacon of fashion and caffeine has emerged, Boss Chic Coffee Bar and Boutique. This dynamic fusion of fashion and artisanal coffee promises visitors a unique experience, enticing patrons with its aesthetic ambiance and aromatic brews. Nestled between Fern Avenue and Milling Street, Boss Chic Coffee Bar and Boutique offers more than just a morning pick-me-up, it's a destination where fashion-forward trends meet the rich flavors of meticulously crafted coffee blends. As Lancaster's latest hotspot, Boss Chic embodies a modern lifestyle, inviting locals and visitors alike to indulge in a truly one-of-a-kind experience where fashion, flavor, and community converge. A morning cup of joe. Not this one, but the one I'm holding in my hand serves as one of the best ways to start your day. This is Jacobo Garrido reporting for L28 News, and you can get all that and more here at Boss Chic Coffee Bar and Boutique. Hidden behind the Lancaster Boulevard sits one of the city's most distinctive coffee shops that is not only serving up its customers deliciously unique coffee beans and teas, but also provides an unparalleled experience with its Instagram-worthy atmosphere. On the corner of Milling Street and Fern Avenue, you'll come across a vintage-style pink-colored house. But inside this house, you won't find your typical living quarters. Instead, you'll find Boss Chic Coffee Bar and Boutique. This one-of-a-kind coffee and tea shops takes away the monotony of grabbing a typical cup of coffee and instead makes you feel right at home in their pink-inspired tea room and boutique, which is perfect for that daily caffeine fix that so many of us crave. Owned and operated by mother and daughter duo Jessica and Jessalyn Magana, Boss Chic Coffee Bar and Boutique offers its guests a unique variety of coffee and tea drinks, a side of small business spotlight, and the promotion of women's empowerment. During my visit, I sat down with owner Jessica Magana, who opened up more about the inspiration behind their business and her pledge towards supporting local women entrepreneurs.
Started off back in 2021 where this wasn't existing yet, but that's where we started, was during COVID. I started hosting pop-up events for our local small business community. And I literally wanted to do it to help my community out during the struggling times of COVID. And my focus was women in small business. I know that we get overlooked as women sometimes, and I know that the women are strong and have a lot of potential, very creative, and I wanted to give them a space, a place where they can show their creativity and be able to succeed, present them to our community as a small business, women in small business. And if I always encourage the girls, the women that come in here, and I say, this is just the beginning. This is not where it finishes for you. This is a place where your business, the face of your business, gets to be seen. So we tried a few varieties of coffee, but we decided that organic was the way to go. So we found this coffee bean. It's organic from Costa Rica and it's cocoa infused.
Exotic.
Yes. So we really loved the taste of this coffee, and so we decided that this was what we were going to use as for coffee. These coffee beans are really, really good. And so far, everybody's loving it.
And they taste good.
Yeah. It's really, really good. Yes, I can't get enough of it, but they always tell me, Mom, don't drink so much coffee.
This vintage-style family home originally transformed into a coffee, tea, and boutique in March of 2021. The initial idea for the family business had its sights set on opening a boutique and spa, but after some discussion and consideration, Jessica took her daughter's suggestions to go in a completely different direction. Entrusted by her mother, she began to create a full drink menu relying on her 5 years of experience of working in the coffee industry, combined with some help from her best friends, to create delicious drink options that are unique to the Lancaster and Antelope Valley area. So whether you are there to have a drink and socialize with friends, buying an item and supporting a local vendor, or simply just enjoying some alone time, Bosch Chic is the place to be.
Hey guys, welcome to Bosch Chic Coffee Shop and Boutique. Here we got your favorite drinks and a holiday launch for Valentine's Day. Also, we got a bunch of pastries and desserts for you guys. We got conchas, macaroons, heart macaroons, Oreo muffin, and cheese danishes. We got a bunch of different clothing options for you and a nice cute boutique. Follow me. A nice place to hang out, to drink your coffee.
If you're interested in visiting this eclectic take on coffee and boutique duo, then you can visit them Tuesdays through Thursdays from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Fridays through Sundays from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. So come out to Bosch Chic Coffee Bar and Boutique for a swinging good time and a delicious cup of coffee. This has been Jacobo Garrido reporting for L28 News.
Great report there, Jacobo, on the iconic Pink House of Lancaster. And like you mentioned, it's so much more than just gourmet coffee.
It really is so much more than that, but not only that, it was really fun having the whole team come out and cover that one. But yeah, like you said, so much more than coffee. You could get different teas, you could get something to eat, you could go there to just study and hang out, and it's really inviting. It feels like you're almost like at home, but in a whole nother experience. And then not only that, after you're done with your food or your drink, you could shop.
Yeah, you're totally right. I mean, in addition to it being unlike other coffee shops where you can't shop after you're done having your coffee, it's actually like a reimagined home. So quite literally, the space feels homey and
Really
offers
does.
so much more than your usual coffee shop.
You know, you're really right. So if any of our viewers have yet to visit Bosch Chic Coffee Bar and Boutique, you got to give it a visit and let me know what you think.
The MOAH Cedars Hall had the privilege of hosting Tom Lackey's 34th District Student Art Competition, which unfolded in a spectacular showcase of artistic talent. The event drew in a diverse audience of students, families, and fellow artists to celebrate the creative achievements of the local youth. The event took place at the MOAH Cedar, where students proudly displayed their artwork, showcasing various mediums and styles. The air buzzed with excitement as friends, family, and art enthusiasts made their way through the gallery, admiring the unique perspectives and creative prowess of the young artists. The highlight of the competition was the ceremony that followed the art exhibition, where participants were honored for their exceptional contributions. Award winners, beaming with pride, received accolades for their artistic endeavors, showcasing the depth of talent within the 34th District. Following the ceremony, California Assemblyman Tom Lackey shared his thoughts on the event and its significance to the community. Let's take a look.
Feels great, right? Because there's a lot of history in this particular theater. And we can connect the history with the future. Because these are all very, very young people that have a very, very bright future. And all you have to do is look. That's why we display these pieces, so people can actually see the talent that actually exists. And it's remarkable. It really is remarkable, and we're feeling that this is under-heralded achievement. It doesn't get enough attention, and so we're proud to be partners of doing that. So what is the inspiration for hosting this art competition? It's my district director. Her name is Pam Balch, and she has a husband who's very gifted in art. And so she's very aware how unheralded art talent is. And so we're trying to be a partner in making this more available to the public, because they deserve to see this particular talent. Because we do a good job of cheerleading for sports and for academics and for other talents. So we should fit art in there as well, because it's a very, very powerful piece of our culture. Well, this art competition, this is not the last one. We have another one coming up in October that we would like to invite everybody to come and support. This is one of our most well-supported events of the year. As you can see, we had over 100 people here, and those were mostly families. And we'd love to see just the regular public come out and support it as well. I think we'll eventually get there, but right now we're just celebrating with the families. I have a personal website, and I also have social media that we're very active in, and we'll be communicating the best we can to invite the public so that they can come and enjoy this celebration of art.
The team also had the opportunity to speak with the family who had each won an award. Let's head back to the MOAH Cedar for more.
Participating in this competition felt good. My favorite part about my piece is the castle.
I feel like that I can win the competition.
Ooh, and you did win. You won first place. So how did it feel to win first place, Charlotte?
I feel like that I can try next year to win. My favorite part of my painting is the sun.
It felt nervous and a bit stressful. My favorite part about my artwork was the waterfall.
Participating in this art competition was stressful, but I feel like it was rewarding to see the results of my efforts. I felt like pretty good because it matched the level of skill and effort I put in. And next year I'll definitely try better to get first place.
Participating in this art competition was really fun, and I think I would do it again next year. Winning this reward felt really good, and I know I really worked hard to earn this.
How did it feel to participate in this art competition?
A little easy.
A little easy? And how did it feel to win for you?
A little hard.
A little hard? Okay. Do you want to point to the audience for your painting?
The 34th District Student Art Competition held at MOAH Cedars Hall not only celebrated the artistic achievements of local students, but also showed the invaluable role of community support in fostering a vibrant and thriving cultural scene for people of all ages. If you'd like to stay up to date with all things going on in Lancaster's art hubs, feel free to scan the QR code shown on your screen.
You know, Ryan, really great report, but not only that, it's really nice to see that the MOAH continues to uplift these local artists and give them a platform.
You're right. I mean, congratulations to all the participants, not only the winners, but everyone that, took that brave step of putting their work out there and, showing off some of their artwork. Thank you for joining us today. When we return from the break, today's episode will be ending with coverage of the MOAH's sensory-friendly programming, followed by a look at the team of illegal dump eliminators and their accomplishments during the month of December.
Congratulations on joining L28's Watch Till the End Club. We'll be ending with a visit to the Museum of Art and History for their monthly sensory-friendly programming, and after we take a look at Lancaster's Tide Crew, who made great milestones during the month of December. Lancaster's Museum of Art and History is breaking barriers with its monthly sensory-friendly programming sessions, creating an inclusive haven for neurodivergent community members. This initiative opens the doors to individuals with sensory sensitivities, ensuring everyone can enjoy their time with the activities in the MOAH's classroom. Let's head to the Museum of Art and History to learn more.
What a rush. We're here at the MOAH for their sensory-friendly programming. Let's talk to one of the organizers to learn more about it.
Sensory-friendly programming here at MOAH is essentially allowing for people with sensory needs to experience the art, come and see it, because we sometimes have things that are all visual or with loud noises. Like currently we have the sound of rattles, and that can be really intense for someone who has like a noise sensory thing. Or if someone has light sensitivity, we dim down all the lights. And you don't have to be autistic or ADHD or any other type of atypical neurotype to have sensory issues. You could just want to be in a quieter space, and we allow people to experience that and replenish themselves.
MOAH sensory-friendly programming creates a safe space for the neurodivergent community here in Lancaster, with a wealth of multi-sensory toys for guests to interact with.
I feel like it's important that we have programs like these because we do have people with these needs. You might not know it, you might not, there isn't a specific look, and you don't know who is struggling a little bit. You don't know who is and isn't wearing earplugs when they're out. So having this space that they know that they can go to and they can experience, engage with things that normally isn't accessible for them, makes them feel like they are part of the community. We are welcoming them into our society, essentially, because keeping them and not addressing those needs that they have means that they're going to be missing out on so many things that we who are neurotypical do get to do.
As a cornerstone of Lancaster's vibrant art scene, the MOAH continues to spearhead events that prioritize community engagement. The commitment to accessibility reinforces Lancaster's reputation as an art hub dedicated to fostering connection, understanding, and appreciation for the diverse needs of its residents. If you'd like to learn more about the MOAH or just stay up to date with the events they host throughout the year, feel free to scan the QR code shown on your screen.
In a relentless bid to combat illegal dumping and graffiti vandalism, the dedicated team of illegal dump eliminators, affectionately known as the Tide Crew, has once again showcased their commitment to cleaner communities in their latest December update. During the month of December, the Tide Crew responded to 43 illegal dump service requests, efficiently servicing 398 locations across the city. Their diligent efforts resulted in the removal of a staggering 140 tons of debris, significantly contributing to the improvement of local environmental quality. In addition to their efforts to keep Lancaster tidy, the Tide Crew also tackled graffiti-related issues head-on. The team successfully completed 141 graffiti service requests, attending to 273 locations for vandalism by act of graffiti. Impressively, they painted a total area of 20,305 square feet, transforming vandalized spaces into clean canvases. The Tide Crew's unwavering dedication continues to make a significant impact on the fight against illegal dumping and graffiti, fostering a cleaner and safer environment for all residents.
What a great report, Ryan. Not only that, though, I think that it's really commendable that the Tide Crew doubled their numbers from November in the month of December, which is kind of interesting because usually in December we think like Christmas vacation, time to like wind down, but they took it into overdrive.
No, you're right. I mean, productivity did not slow down for the Tide team at all. They hauled away twice as much debris than they did in the month of November. So for all their efforts, all their hard work in beautifying and keeping our city clean, thank you to the Tide Crew for all you do.
Well, thank you for tuning in to the City of Lancaster's news. I'm Jacobo.
And I'm Ryan. And this has been
L28 News.